Hi guys. We are live.
It's not doing anything. It's defective.
Okay, Dan, I'm gonna mute my Discord now. Let us know if you hear.
Maybe I'm defective.
The stream.
That is the most interesting thing I've seen to put hot sauce on, but okay.
I can hear you guys through the Discord, but there's a 2 or 3 second delay.
That's normal.
There you go.
What's up?
I'm done with it.
Oh.
I just don't want it in the way if you happen to get up. It was good. Yeah.
Welcome to our Grim Hollow, the Heart of Darkness campaign. This is session number 18. I am
Okay, so I am in
your
here.
I made sure.
DM, Freddy. And this is...
I'm Matt, and I play Quin, who's the rogue, and I don't have any fun facts today, so we're just gonna carry on.
Oh, cool. I'm David. I play Ogrish, named Reginald 5K Cloverleaf. I don't think people use his first or last name anymore.
No, not really.
Fun fact, he does have a last name. And there's an echo.
Yep.
Wow, there's the lag.
Trying to think the best. He'll need to mute it until he wants to talk.
Yeah, that's push to talk.
Let me tell him, my thing's... Hey Dan, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I just muted myself so there's no echo. And this is Dan.
pretty good.
I play Durian, the barbarian. Fun fact about Durian: since he's made out of wood, he has a very subtle hickory scent.
What?
What? Subtle what?
What was your fun fact, Dan? You're muted.
Oh, well, you know how wood has like a it has like a sweet wooden smell? Yeah, it smells a little bit like.
Oh, he smells like wood. I like it.
Interesting. I wonder if he burns like wood too.
Hey now.
Cedar wood.
Y'all are terrible.
What if he's got like a mesquite? That'd be nice. But he's kind of small. It's not enough wood to burn.
No.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I forget it.
I am Shadow. I'm playing Vala, our Laneshi wizard. No fun facts, brain empty.
Not bad. Yes. That's right. She is a wizard, and she's a Laneshi.
I said no fun facts, brain empty.
She's very fun. Okay. Last time on session 17, Ogre Blues, Stay Still. So, let's see, where's my recap? After receiving the mission from the rogues, Quin returned again with somehow relevant memories of the conversation. David was not here, so we said that 5K was sick and had to run to the outhouse outside after eating his poffer tartar.
Puffer tartar, yes.
Puffer tartar. Yes, he did not come out the way he planned. It was a little spoiler at the time, I guess. Robin returned to White River to make a special gift for Vala, a suit of the lamb. That'll take a few days. In the little roadside inn, Quin sung some she-santies with the dwarves and got a little buzz. Durian managed to sneak behind the bar and saw a, quote, tube with a handle and thought it looked quite cool. Later, in the middle of the night, he tried to retrieve it while everyone was sleeping. However, he was intercepted by a large hound dog that mistook him for a chew toy. As per usual, Durian suffered through the night, but at least the dog was happy. The next morning, Durian tried to convince Quin to check out this tube under the table, under the counter. See Quin taking his little mirror on a stick. What do you call it? His thief tool. He used some thief tools. He saw the symbol etched into the wood of a death head's moth, the sign of the Ebon Syndicate. He decided to not press further. Vala received a message from Corvus, the enigmatic maid, the party's patron, wondering if they were still alive. He told them Raphael would join them and provide them some more information, and they got him caught up with the situation with the monks, as they had not reported for a while. As they left the bar, or the inn, Quin started to sink into the road while he was walking, as he noticed some of his limbs were starting to, I guess you would say, vanish, become permeable, slip into the
Oh, that's right.
realms, slip into the space between realms, the space between worlds. Somehow the party got lost in the forest and found themselves between a battle of undead and the knife tooth. This is very strange, as we know the knife tooth are cannibalistic. Also, there was a big ogre who could just could not hit Quin. He was very sad. He got stabbed a lot, multiple times. Further on the road, the next 2 days or so, Raphael managed to catch up with them, because I forgot to mention earlier. And in the distance, you see the town of Fallowheart, with the walls invisible. You can see the farms appear as well. You see the farms and the settlements outside of Fallowheart, and this kind of, it's not a large city, but you can see it's very much like a, doesn't seem to be large, but they're very large walls fortifying the town in the distance. And with that, what would you guys like to do?
Sorry, my boss messaged me and he's making jokes. I would be happy with checking out the town.
Hey, this is Durian speaking.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Just sound like a rest of the semester.
Oh, sorry. I don't know if anyone's talking to the doors of the lake, but
But if he's over there, we can't hear him on this.
Durian wanted to bring up to Quin the fact that the one zombie didn't want to attack him. That might be something we could use later, because if the zombies don't really care about Durian, because he's not made of flesh, he might be able to go around the ring unnoticed.
We've got too close to the mic, it's going to feedback.
Yeah.
So you were saying that to Quin?
Get rid of the feedback.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying it to Quin.
Yeah, because Durian doesn't understand the zombie language, but Durian speaks whatever language the zombie was speaking. So he's hoping Quin overheard, and maybe just want to hear Quin's thoughts about it.
What was the zombie saying?
You remember the undead creature, the ghoul, did not seem interested in Durian, as he was more interested in the flesh.
Yeah, I just tell him, yeah, he didn't have a taste for wood, no?
You may have to be louder.
I tell you that I would tell him that he just wouldn't have a taste for. He would say that he didn't have a taste for wood. I would tell him that he just wouldn't have a taste for wood. Everything's like echoing.
Durian thinks about this and thinks it's a good idea, maybe to. Well, Durian thinks he might be immune to the zombies because if they're not interested in him, that means he's more he's less likely to get attacked. So if we ever need to infiltrate something, Durian might be a good one to send in because the zombies are just going to ignore him. They're going to treat him like a piece of furniture.
Sounds like some World War Z stuff.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Let's not destroy his dreams. Maybe he's onto something. We'll throw him to a pack of zombies and see what happens.
Yeah.
No.
5 cakes hasn't here yet. Okay.
This is meta content.
Got it. So where are you guys
It
headed?
seems that we've seen zombies quite a few times here, and they're always aggressive. I remember you saying that your people are used to dealing with zombies. What weaknesses do zombies have?
You're talking to Vala?
Yeah.
What do I know of the week? Because I know that we had some underwater, but are they going to be the same?
Zombies are pretty dumb.
They're dumb. They are not as fast as we are. And I don't see them having the interest of anything that's not like flesh.
If they're wild.
If they're wild? What is the difference between...
You know, those tame zombies.
Roll a religion or arcana check.
Let's see, religion or arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Arcana. 18 plus 5.
Nice.
Yeah. So, some undead require nourishment. Some undead, like typical zombies, are just there to... They will attack living creatures on sight. Not necessarily for flesh, but this is not like the ones... This is like your standard stuff, not like the ones you've been fighting, like the vials and like the infectious ones that you've been fighting. Those seem to have a taste for flesh. The regular undead that you know of, like regular, they are usually controlled or they attack anything on sight. There are some more advanced undead, like what you saw in the forest, that do have a taste for flesh.
Interesting. I'm going to share this with the group. But it sounds like if they're infected... I'm going to share this with the group. Dan, you'll need to mute yourself. If they're infected, then they're going to be a little bit more like self-willed, and they don't necessarily have somebody controlling them, which would make it harder to take out several at once. Like if you could just take out the person controlling them, they would go mindless.
If controlled, if they are controlled, they usually follow the last orders they were given.
Yeah.
Is the mic just overly sensitive?
Hmm?
Is the mic just overly
But
sensitive?
I'm also
think so.
thinking more.
Should we just move
in
farther away?
terms of,
I think it's the game.
For example, if you give a dog chocolate, that's going to make a dog weaker. If you give a Viking spicy food, that's going to weaken the
It's too
Viking.
close to me.
What can we do to these zombies to make them weaker? Are there any chemicals or plants or effect maybe that would weaken them.
Is there anything that's going to weaken them? Nothing that we've seen so
For example,
far.
when you guys are in the water,
Source seems
are
to
there
have worked so
certain
far.
things
Fire seems to have
that
worked.
the zombie
Usually.
really try to avoid because that makes it harder for them to do their
Has
job?
anyone hit him with any type of divine stuff?
If only someone was there to tell you guys.
Durian. Can you hear me? Durian! Are you there? Durian remembers very vividly a certain paladin's a certain paladin's smite attack seemed to have done or been pretty effective against the undead. But that might be a paladin thing. Is there anything you want to do, Quin?
Rest.
Raphael pipes in. Raphael does say, well, we are near Fallowheart. I did have a mission from Corvus to head there. There is a contact that I need to look, well, we should probably look for. Shall we head out?
Yes.
Raphael does mention to the party as well. He says, you may want to disguise Durian as Luxukin are not very looked kindly upon in larger settlements.
None of us are really looked kindly upon anywhere we go.
Well, if you don't
Copy
disguise
that.
him.
Durian puts on his fairy glamour.
You put on your fairy glamour?
That's what he said.
That's what he said? Okay, yeah. And then Raphael says, that'll do the trick. Durian, what does your fairy glamour look like?
A little child now.
Is it?
He looks like a little child now.
Describe the child. Describe the child's
Concerns.
How do you look? Describe your
Durian
form.
currently as if he was turned into a little boy.
Go on. Are you like noble, like fancy clothes, popper?
He wants to know what you're wearing.
What you wearing? You wearing a little like cap with a little thing on it?
No, I don't think fairy glamour gives me new clothes. I'm still wearing the same raggedy old clothes and carrying the two big long swords that I had before. My face is different and my body is different.
Okay. Alright, so you head towards the town of Fallowheart. Okay.
Is Rakor still with us?
He is for now, but once Vadpig arrives, he might be put on AI mode.
No, I think he's a good addition to the team.
Yeah, just the party can't fit that size. You can only take 4 people plus an NPC. Okay.
Yeah, it's 4 people plus an NPC.
And Raphael.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Raphael.
yeah.
Fine.
So, as you approach the walls of Fallowheart, bless you.
Bless you.
You can tell the air is thick with tension. These imposing walls that are battered and scarred from countless skirmishes loom over you. The walls towering on the sides are lined with ballista and archers, ready to unleash deadly precision upon any approaching threat. you notice. This is the main road, right? So you notice there was another road where the soldiers are going through. Mainly, you do see that there are both like mixed uniforms. Vala and Quin would definitely you would know. It's pretty general knowledge that you have your soldiers, your people from Soma in southern Estonia, and the other province, the rebellious, the non-vampiric loving peoples of Ravo in the north. But you do know that they do come together to stop fighting amongst themselves, to fight amongst the common thread of the Bureau. There are heaps of common folk standing in line as they wait with great anticipation to hide behind these towering walls. Some outsiders without the proper documentation or unable to pay the toll, the gate toll, are left out on the side in the rain.
Looks like we have a fifth member.
You also do notice the undead forces animated by dark magic patrolling alongside these living soldiers in an eerie alliance born of necessity. As you get closer to the wall, you can see this portcullis has been lifted to allow the common folk. You're not that far behind. Some people are being kicked off to the side, and you manage to reach the gate where there are plenty of guards there. The guards wear a different uniform than the soldiers, like the militias. They wear their piecemeal armor with their what do you call it? Standard arms? What do you call it? Standards? Something like that. Whatever. You reach the gate, and they ask you documentation or pay the toll.
How much is the total?
10 gold.
Wait, didn't Raffaele get us documentation before?
Did he?
He was talking originally about documentation for magic users.
That's specifically for Vala. Did you take it? Or did you have him make it?
Honestly, do not remember. I think maybe I did.
Are you hiding your book? Do you look like a spellcaster right now?
Probably.
I mean, you're level 4. You have to be a slave.
Vala, roll a d8.
Roll a d8.
Roll a d8, Vala.
You're not a cat.
I rolled an 8.
An 8? Okay. This guard doesn't seem to be particularly... he's not too much of a hard ass in the book. You get through that feeling.
I mean, if he asks, it's just where I draw and sketch.
Fine. 10 gold.
We have 10 gold, right?
A piece.
Oh.
Unless you have your documentation proving that you were a citizen, you're Fallowheart.
Does Raffaele have that?
Raffaele shows him some papers for him. And he says, come on.
Woohoo!
Well, for him. He says for him. So he says, and he says, he tells the guard, the child is with me, my boy.
Durian's been adopted by Raffaele.
I'm assuming it's a story that they're looking for, correct?
Yeah. Durian, do you allow Raffaele to hold on to your weapons for the meantime? Dan? We'll table it. I'll get back to you. Can you hear me? He's not on you.
He may have stepped away.
Okay.
I pay the toll.
Okay, that's all. You may enter.
I'll pay mine too.
Quin, actually, you just see a familiar face here. You see your friend or contact, what's his name? Mr. Nathaniel? A familiar human, Nathaniel Brownstone. From the backstory.
Okay.
Better go read it real fast.
It's been a while since I've been in this. Hold on.
Nathaniel Brownstone, the Gatewatch. Last time you spoke, Nathaniel spoke of war drums beating in the region. Told you some information about another guard.
I hail him.
He hails you and he says, "What are you doing here?"
Talking for the rest.
Quick rest. You know there's war going on right now, right?
Where's the war at these days?
What is it?
Where's the war at now?
Just beyond the gates. Near the border.
Look.
Of course. They're coming. They've come knocking again. Well, you'll be safe within these walls, most likely, but take care.
How long's the attack's been going?
About a week and a half skirmishes. And he kind of like tries to like walk with you, like knowledge, just, like you can speak to us while he's talking with you. Do you look like a beggar right now, or you look more dicked out?
I'm kind of just travel cloak,
Travel cloak.
kind of raggy looking. I'm not trying to show off anything.
Okay,
you
so
know. he
doesn't notice anything like too different about you.
No.
He says, I don't know what you're doing back, but this just couldn't you? Like he says, it could be dangerous. Attacks have been wrapping up.
Oh, it will. I'll try not to stay too long then. Where have they been coming from? The west?
Yeah, he says the west.
I assume so.
As usual.
That's for
And he says, he tells you, well, it sure has any coming from the east.
I would assume so. Dura being the west.
Yeah. It's like, well, alright. You know your way around here. Okay.
I let everyone know about the attacks that have been going on and that we're apparently in the middle of a war zone.
That's normal.
The heavy gates and portcullis, the heavy gates open with a reluctant sigh, and you step into the town of Fallowheart. The road beneath your feet is worn and uneven, showing the signs of constant traffic and strain of all the movement. The soldiers, mix of both Asturian and Ravo soldiers, blend in together with the auburn colors of Soma and the more flamboyant blue banners of Ravo as they walk the perimeters and walk in the town of Fallowheart. The guard who glance at you outsiders with wariness, their eyes revealing distress under their constant vigilance. The streets are uneven and worn. Muddy patches persist, remnants of recent rains and the constant comings and going of soldiers and civilians, which you don't see a lot of, but you do see a few peddlers here and there amidst the turmoil. Alleys are dimly lit with a smell of dampness and the sound of whispers. There's a faint scent of burning wood, and an atmosphere of anticipation.
Durian, no.
Yeah. All right. So you had a mission from the rogues to look for a shadow cloak. Raffaele also tells you that there is a contact in town that Chorus would like for you to speak to as well.
Okay. So we have two different people we need to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
How about Durian and Quin go talk to the Shadow Cloak? And Vala and Freddy go talk to...
Drakor. I'm not here yet.
Huh?
I'm not here.
Okay, so you'll talk.
Okay,
Somewhere.
well when 5K joins us, he and I can go talk to the contact that Corvus wants us to talk to.
Okay. So you are splitting up.
Why are you guys... Okay.
Quin and Durian,
Because we're dumb.
you go to the... Sorry, it's the
said
Whispering Elk. I told you the wrong name. That's the Whispering Secrets. That was too long a nose. The Whispering Elk. I changed the name. I was like...
Is that tavern?
Huh?
Who's going there?
A Whispering Elk Inn. So Durian and Quin are heading to find Shadowcloak. And whenever Reginald appears, following Reginald and Rykor will head to the to find Corvus's contact. Raffaele says he tells you he'll meet with you tomorrow on the morrow as he has another mission to complete, and he kind of gives you a wink.
Okay.
You see him heading to the brothel.
Mission now.
Okay, so we're doing Durian and Quin first?
Yes.
Okay. Quin, the Whispering Elk Inn is a very familiar place for you if you walking by the alleys, like deep into the alleys, like on the shadier part of town. Mm-hmm. You do pass by a manor, like a kind of neighborhood of like tents, like kind of houses and tents being put together by the refugees coming in, the lower class citizens of Fallowheart. Mm-hmm. A lot of them are coughing and sick, looking, huddling tightly together. There's actually a lot of children playing, ignorantly blissful of the ongoing war that's going outside as they're playing tag and I don't know, whatever medieval games they have. They're hitting the hoop with a stick.
Condomas.
They're doing kendamas, yeah. All right. You reach the Whispering Elk in a kind of like rundown hole in the wall place. Quiet inside, the smell of tobacco and pet weed. Oh. Is that copyrighted?
No.
Half a leaf. And go to the bar with the child, with Durian.
I don't think they were concerned about that as much back then. Because children could work in the bars at times.
Fair. They go up to you and say, there's a human man, black hair, goes up to you and says, "What are you having?" "Ale." "And for the kid?"
Stare at the kid.
Well, the music's off. Did you somehow mute?
No. You do remember they told you to ask for the specific drink.
Oh God.
"2 ales." He says 2 ales.
Whales.
Durian, alright, can you hear me?
What the fucking order was. Damn it.
You can make a history check. Now, or you can see if Dan knows. Dan, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Do you remember what was ordered? What were you supposed to order at the bar?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Is that what he asked me?
Dan, do you remember the order you're supposed to make to talk to the guy?
No, I was checking my notes. I don't remember what we were supposed to order.
Make history.
Yeah, go ahead.
I rolled pretty good. It's a 14. I don't know what my modifier
It was the half and half.
Oh. What are the half and half? I'll have the half and half.
I see. Still charging you for the hills, though.
Alright.
3 copper.
Let's give him the 3 copper.
Goes to the back. A few moments pass by and he returns. Doesn't give you a drink though. A few more moments pass by and there is a man, face covered with a hood and a cloak, sits next to you, Quin. He has two tankards. Passes one to you.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "How can I help you?"
I'm sorry, refresh me because it's been a while. We were on a mission and we finished it, correct?
Yeah, you were here. Basically, this is for the purpose of getting more information about the knife tooth.
Okay. We've handled the knife tooth problem.
Oh, I see. Who sent you?
We met them in the mountains.
Mountain man, savage, mountainous. Yes.
It was a woman. Somebody else. I don't remember.
I've met a lot of women.
Is one of yours.
I wouldn't say she was mine. I don't really have a particular favorites. Did they have call sign? Tell you anything else?
God damn, I don't remember any of these motherfuckers. Anything about these guys.
That's a shame.
I didn't even write her name down.
I'm such a fucking terrible person. That's not true at all, guys. That's the guys with the bloody hand crack.
Durian, do you remember?
Is it Lauren?
Yes.
Hey.
Hot damn.
Purple flames.
No, I didn't write down any details for this.
There's
For
Lauren.
not writing it down was because I didn't understand what was going on.
There's Scylla and Sylvis.
Thank you, David.
Yay.
That's right.
So they tell him it was the purple flames and Lauren.
I'm not sure about the purple flames.
Oh,
but
no. Maybe it was wrong.
They tell him Lauren.
I see. Well, you've come to the right place. What is your name, by the way?
Quin.
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 You may call me Shadowcloak, as others do.
Why?
I have infiltrated the Night Tooth on a mission before. It was not very fun. It was one of the worst jobs I've ever taken, defensively. All they do is eat people. It's quite horrible, really. I've noticed a change in these Night Tooths recently. Engaging in, well, Usually they engage in dark rituals and demonic rites. Recently they've been attacking undead, which is quite uncharacteristic, as they usually prefer live people or flesh.
Desperate times, perhaps.
But they don't eat them. That's the thing. I try to get closer, but there are 3 tribes each worshipping a different archdemon. Sorry everyone. Archdemon.
You're fine.
So he says, one of them, the most brutal ones, worship the archdemon Tormach, the butcher. All they care about is violence, savagery, brutalism. The other coven is worshippers of Venom, Venom the Deceiver. They specialize in sabotage, lies, deception, ambush. The third, I couldn't get close to. The third worship Malakir, the usurper. Or the ruiners, I think it's the ruiner. That one was quite tricky, you see. The leader of both the Venom and Malakirian covens seem to have intelligence. The woman who leads the Venom tribe wields purple flames.
That's where that came from.
And the leader, in general, of the 3 tribes is the one from the Malakir tribe. He speaks just like you and I, capable of using tactics, and he's different. I don't know. I couldn't get close without compromising my position. You see, those savages, they don't really speak. They don't really have a language. It's mostly physicality and grunts. And whoever's the strongest is the leader. I think they are on the verge of something, and they were attempting to summon something. I'm not sure. What is the purpose of this information?
Well, we dealt with some of the knife tooth, and well, perhaps, and then I just should we show him the head? I look over to at Durian.
Durian, do you show him the ogre head? Yes.
Is there a lot of lag?
Maybe.
Yeah, why not?
He peeks into the bag and says,
Yeah, that guy, he was traveling with a group of the old knife tooth there, and he was caught in the middle of a skirmish with them and the undead. We saw them attacking him.
I see. And he says, He recognized the mark and says that one came from the butchers, the followers of Tormach. Their leader is known as Cargill the Executioner. He says, you might really upset the leader if you show him that. Well, you might upset all of them, actually.
Oh, I want to.
It's quite brutal. And hold on. I don't know. You ask him something.
So you said that there's 3 of them. Do you know where any of their camps are?
The camps are going to be southeast of Fallowheart. So it basically tells you, like, kind of gives you like directions of where these camps might be. The closest one is going to be the followers of Venom.
Durian kind of tugs on Quin's shoulders so he can stay quiet. But Durian really wants to know why we're even helping this guy. What's in it for us? These aren't good people. This isn't really kind of something we feel we should be helping with.
Well, did you want to go then? Yeah, okay, did you want to go then? I don't know what the delay is.
He said it was like 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay, did you want to go then?
Well, I don't think we get to just listen to this guy, gather more information, find out what they need, because maybe our goals align. Maybe this guy isn't, a vicious monster intent on selling drugs. But the thing is, even if we're helping him, you know what? He might offer us some loot. He might offer us some cash. He might offer us some weapons. Right now, it just seems like we're helping them for free. We went into the forest, killed a zombie. We get nothing out of it. Why are we even helping them? Realistically, I don't think any of us want to put ourselves in danger for the sake of, making some farmer happen.
Well, we were asked to go get the supplies back.
Realistically, would Durian have this opinion, or is this Dan's opinion?
I think the delay is more.
Realistically, Durian would stay quiet, but he would want to know why we're even.
Well, didn't we agree to go get the supplies from the Knife Tooth clans?
But why?
Well, I mean, why agree to do something if we're not going to do it?
To get more information.
And they offered you payment.
Yeah, there is
we
that.
found Robin already. So technically, there's nothing really stopping them, or stopping us from just leaving.
Also, I mean, Vala kind of wants to go check this out. Maybe there's a culture there that no one knows about.
In the Knife Tooth Clan?
Yep.
Okay. Hey, whatever you want.
I mean, I'm not going to say no, but if we have something better to do, we could do that first.
I don't know that we have anything better to do.
I think that will depend on what the informant that the Corvus is setting us to tells us.
Alright, so southeast of the barbarian camps.
That's right. If you are looking to venture there, I would be very careful when you want to try infiltration, being very stealthy. But there seems to be a dynamic between the 3 tribes. A lot of distrust and vying for power.
Oh, so we could just start shit by starting rumors.
You could use that too. Well, you're not there. Voice in my head. Again, they don't have a language, necessarily. But you could pit them against each other or choose a side. I don't know what you... Last thing I knew, they were mounting an attack on, I think, a caravan, but I managed to get out of there. I decided it was time to leave.
Alright.
Anything else you need from me, Mr. Quin?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. Quinn, you do know, you have heard of Shadowcloak as being like one of like the top informants in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Very trustworthy informant.
Probably.
Probably.
Most likely.
Okay.
Durian, is there anything you want to ask?
Also, I want to go ahead and I'm gonna tip him 5 silver.
Takes it, puts it in his sleeve, and says, "Thank you, Quinn."
Durian's just gonna stay quiet. He's in unfamiliar surroundings. Raphael already told him that the football might be here, so he's just gonna take it quiet.
Good.
I just give him a knowing nod. The best transactions.
And he says, I do hope once you gain a little more status as an informant, Quinn, I can come to you for some information.
I just smile and nod.
He looks. You see kind of like kind of like what his face may look like, and there's just like a shimmer. As it seems to flicker for like a brief second before it's engulfed in shadows by his head.
Oh, okay. Batman the animated series.
Eyes narrowing.
He gets up and walks away.
Bombastic side eye.
All right. Vala.
You.
Unless you have anything else to say, or do?
No.
Okay.
Roll a
Vala.
dexterity check.
Me? Why?
Vala.
I'm just fucking around.
You wake up covered in blood.
You're suddenly a vampire.
I'm gonna write this down.
I need to stop giving you
V
ideas.
stands for vampire. What is your constitution? Or your dexterity?
My dex
I think you could be a vampire.
is a 15.
Well,
No, my dex is 12.
I'm
My
gonna see
con
if
is
you
15.
qualify for the vampire prerequisites.
I feel like that's maybe a DM thing.
No, you don't, sorry.
She'd just be an undexterous vampire.
Yeah, she would just be bloodthirsty but not get the benefits. That's pretty much it. Quinn qualifies. Yeah, you have to have Dex 13, unfortunately.
I guess maybe on the next level I might consider doing that.
No one considers to be. I mean, maybe actually might, but okay.
Previous characters have actually.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair, yeah. Okay, alright. Vala, you with Rakport. He says, where are we going?
We're gonna go check on this person that Corvus sent us to talk to.
Okay, Raphael marked kind of location on your map. It tells you it's a small, like, antique shop.
Mm-hmm.
The owner's name is Grimmy.
Grimmy?
Grimmy, who is a strange little gnome man. He also tells you if he doesn't talk, tell him the whisper of the grave called.
Sucks.
What are we asking? What's our goal? Or what's the goal?
This is in regards to the. This is in regards to the the continuous research into the zombies, the undead.
Yeah, Corvus is wanting us to find what's causing them, right?
Yeah, find out anything that's going on.
Yeah, like if we can find the origination of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Or find clues on to where this is going, or clues into the weird, the Dragonborn, where they went, the monks, the doctor.
Okay.
This is involving that part.
Okay.
Of the main campaign. So.
Okay.
Main plot. This is main plot stuff.
I need a whole other page for that, please.
Alright, well while you're writing, as you and Rako are walking down the street toward an antique shop, you see Reginald being carried out of a random house by 5 people. They don't make it to the porch and they collapse. You see Reginald smiling, taking copper from each of them, and then walking down and seeing you guys. Oh, hey Vala.
Hey, 5K.
Fancy seeing you here. You got past the guards outside, huh? They look pretty unalive.
Yeah.
I just made some copper. I bet them that they couldn't carry me to the front porch. They didn't realize I've been eating more.
Is it Reginald 5K and Reginald 5 man?
Well, they needed 6.
Reginald 5K 6 man Cloverleaf.
So where did Durian and Quin go?
They went off to talk with an informant that Quin knows to get some more information about these tribes that possibly stole the caravan's goods.
Ah, so we're still working with them, huh?
Well, for the moment, we need to at least figure out what's going on.
Sounds fair. And what about you and Rakor?
We are heading over to this antique shop over here to talk to Grimmy to find out more about the origination of the infection zombie thing that's going on. We need to see if we can figure out where that started and maybe stop it completely.
Well, all I know is that the infection in my stomach started with that tartar I had. It's gone now, thankfully. Are they beaten up at all?
Who?
Vala and Rakor.
Oh, Vala's especially big.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you look.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, it is.
You look pretty haggard there.
Rakor looks fine. Rakor says, I disengaged when I had to. I used my crossbow when I had to. I didn't run in if I didn't have to.
All right. Without looking at him, I say, "Good job," and then I heal Vala for 3 points of HP with lay on hands.
Yay!
That's 3 HP. All right, we'll lead the way.
Rakor looks at you, Vala, and says, "You think I could get some more components from this Grimmy guy?
Maybe.
Powders, tinctures,
Maybe.
maybe ale."
Is he twitching?
Yeah, he's getting a little twitchy.
He's the guy that twitches?
Yeah.
Yup.
I note that. Oh, well, Vala, lead the way.
Vala, you eventually find a matching place to what Raphael described, kind of like a small rundown shop that says antiques above it. The door does say closed. Seems dark inside as well.
I'm gonna knock.
You knock.
Mm-hmm.
No reply.
Hey, 5K.
Yeah.
Can you maybe knock a little harder and see if they'll come to the door?
Let me check one thing. Yeah, sure. I'll knock pretty hard.
Doom, doom, doom. The door shakes. Kind of the hinges also shake a little bit too. There's dust that falls off. And you hear a muffled voice from the inside say, and it says, "We're closed."
I turn to Vala. Someone's in there.
Yeah, we need to talk to him.
Should I knock harder?
Yeah.
Okay, I take the door down. Quick question. Can mending heal door hinges?
Are they magical door hinges?
Mending isn't magical.
No, but
No,
it can't fix
saying
magical things.
A hammer could fix door hinges.
Alright. I try to break the lock.
The
Try to
magic
break the lock?
is
Like-
How?
Like just open, like
It's
just.
fixing to the house.
Is it? Either I try pushing.
Right.
It doesn't work. I try
Or
pulling
magic.
with my
Make a
full
strength
strength.
check.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
then
make
you
sure
wouldn't
check.
break the hinges of this. So I mean,
That's a 3.
I don't know.
Three
plus
that's interesting. How would
2.
it work?
Kind of like. It feels like the door is stuck, but like the door is starting to bend a little bit. The power is there. It's just the technique is a little bit wrong. And you see like a short gnomish man with black hair, probably black hair, walk up and say, "Can't you read the sign? We're closed."
How do we see him?
Like he has a candle and he's like walking up and he says, "We're closed."
I suggest you open the door before my friend opens it.
I wave.
Make an intimidation check, Vala.
10.
10? Okay. And he says, kind of like unlocks the door and says, kind of opens it a little bit and says, "I'm out of business for today. What do you want?"
The whisper of the grave calls.
As soon as you say that, Vala, his face just turns dark and he's like as if he's just saw a ghost. You see like the color leave his skin, and he says, "Closed, closed, closed," and it starts trembling a little bit.
Do I really? I mean, you can be closed with us on the inside.
Getting killed.
Wait, is the door unlocked now or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it open.
I'll
just a
I'll start pushing it slowly.
Start pushing in and goes
Slowly.
He tries he can't resist it, but he's kind of like trembling with this like candle, yeah. And he says, "Nobody followed you, right?"
Right, let me in.
I look around. Is anyone follow us?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Plus 2. 22.
You did see like there's like a few guards in the area, kind of keeping an eye.
You can either let us in and maybe skip any sort of attention, or we can continue our conversation here.
Hurry up. Okay, so he lets you in, he lights a candle. It is very this is a kind of typical some rundown antique shop for bits and baubles.
Thrift store type.
Yeah, kind of like thrift store. It's called Grimmy's Goods. It is a black-haired kind of like baldy gnome. Doesn't look too terribly old, but like middle-aged in terms of gnome. You're not sure how old that would be, like in regular years, I guess like Lanishi years. And he says, "That last mage, he holds one over me. What is it you want from me? Why did he send you? Why can't he just leave me alone?"
I suspect that if it hadn't been us, it could have been worse.
Oh.
All we want is information, right, Vala?
Yep.
Information about what?
So, the zombies that keep showing up, the infected, what can you tell us about that?
He kind of like closes the blind and he says, he kind of like closes the shutters. He opens a door that leads down to a basement and he says,
Okay.
Inspiring ears to listen to hear.
Vala, keep in mind, I don't know anything about what we need to find out. I'm just following you.
That's okay, me too.
Great. It's all to Rakor. What's his intimidation?
Rakwar's there for that. Rakwar has minus 1.
Nice, no worries.
Rackford doesn't really need to know about it, so I'm going to ask him to kind of hang out by the door and make sure that there's no one snooping around.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, sure.
I throw
Don't
him
touch nothing, my dude.
I throw him a copper.
Okay, so Grimmy takes you down to like a small like basement area. Very small, actually. 5K. You have a hard time fitting in here because it's made for a gnome.
Even better that I didn't have Rackor join us.
Yeah. Vala, you kind of have to hunch, but 5K really has to hunch down here.
Yeah.
Stone steps are not a problem on the staircase. And he says, "Look, I've been keeping." He says, I've been keeping tabs on what's going on. With that maid and the thaumaturge, they... Listen, I'll help you, okay? I'll help you, but I don't want to put my life on the line.
No one needs to know that you helped. We just need the information.
You don't know who runs this town, do you?
Who?
The Solman Court.
Stone Court.
The Solman Court.
Solman?
Soma, the Solman Court.
How do you spell it?
S-O-M-A.
Soma Court. Runs Fallowheart?
Oh, they run Soma. Fallowheart's the main garrison town between them and the Bureau. Don't you know? The vampires.
Ah. Vampires. I brush my chin. Of course. I write it down.
Bloodsuckers. Nightwalkers. Hunters of the night. He says, and he says, he tells you that he's heard many reports of undead activity, like not just the usual. He basically tells you like, okay, there's like your usual undead activity come up from cracks in the earth, or are being used in the war against the B-Rock, or against the war against Ravo, or the civil war going on as well. But then he tells you there's been reports of like attacks in the countryside, small hamlets and villages, mysteriously destroyed.
I look at him. But we knew that. What? Tell us something we don't know.
Did you know that?
Well, we were at White River when that happened. So technically, I'm just guessing that we did.
Okay.
I'm just saying that we knew
He's
that.
bluffing that we knew it.
Well, there's one attack. We can assume there's more.
True.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy, there's only one thing I was good at. 24.
Why did you come to me? Look, there is... The attacks are happening mostly by the Ravo and the Southern border, where it's not... The land doesn't... basically, Crow's Bend is a town that like is not owned or like not pay allegiance to Ravo or the Solman Port. They try to stay neutral. There's a lot of towns and small villages in that area as well, like to the east, that like are in the same area, same jurisdiction.
Okay, so Fallowheart's here. Southeast would be the Knife Two people. White River's like here-ish.
Yeah.
And Crow's Bend
like
is to the east.
to the east. Yeah.
And then Soma would be on this side or that side?
Soma is like the south.
The south. And then what? Ravo's north.
Ravo's north. Ravo.
Ravo.
R-A-E-V-O. Ravo.
Okay, so right now, Fallowheart is considered part of the Soma Court.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But Firekick would also know that the Ravens and the Ravens and the Somans, the militaries meet together for an uneasy alliance to fight the main enemy.
Yeah.
of the Rock.
The B-Rock. We hate the B-Rock.
Yeah,
The enemy of my enemy.
exactly.
Okay.
They fight each other, but when the B-Rock comes fighting, they're like, okay, we don't fuck around too much, Okay, so he also tells you that he says, look, you might be a little too young to remember, short-lived, but once there was a disease called Tears of the Hungry. It sounds a lot like what was happening a century or so ago. This disease will turn people into flesh-craving monsters. And undead, I guess. The thaumaturge was able to put a stop to it. But it was supposed to be gone. I don't know, I haven't had any first-hand experience myself, but this sounds a lot like what was going on during when the Tears of the Hungerers was widespread. Oh, sorry, not widespread. He tells you that before it got widespread, it was kind of like they kind of like raised this whole town that the infected were seen in. There were like rumors of a necromancer. There was like a necromancer who used it against the village. It was like some sort of poison, something like that. It wasn't. He's not too sure, but basically what's going on sounds a lot like that, or like a mimicry. Anyway.
You're quite knowledgeable, Mr. Grimmy?
Yes, I am.
Or are there any renowned names in regards to this Tears of the Hunger?
What do you mean?
Like a name of the necromancer, a nickname, something spooky, scary, infamous. Like I have a nickname.
What's your nickname?
Well, people call me Five Keg.
Oh.
Do you have a nickname?
Remy.
So, any famous names associated with this disease?
I don't know that much. I was but a lad and we laughed at the time.
I hear you. I give him some gourmet food from my gourmet basket I had.
Oh, kind of start eating. He says, bread's a little stale.
I hand him another piece.
Start eating. Oh, thank you. It's hard to find good food around here. Most of it's given to the military.
We always have good food with 5K.
Sometimes.
If you can afford it, you can get here. But
It doesn't seem to cost us anything.
your adventure is all the same. You never know the real cost of anything.
I just ignore that. Anything we can help you with? Grimmy?
Just tell that corpus to please leave me alone. And he tells you, oh, and I don't know, this may pertain to you, but I don't know what are you looking for, by the way? What are you? You're some sort of adventurers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Want to be heroes of the realm?
We're currently working for Corpus to find out this information. So I'm probably not going to tell him to leave you alone because, I mean, we're under contract to him as well.
We'll put in a good word for you.
Thank you. And he says, and also, since you gave him food, he says, I don't know how many tales you want to follow, but there's a lot of rumors recently about these Knife Two fellows.
Okay.
I've heard of those.
He says that they have been, chasing around undead recently, and there's reports of there may be a specific reason, and that they've been attacking the undead. There's also been skirmishes with the Knife Tooth attacking the military, which seems a little uncharacteristic as well, and specifically attacking the military and their undead troops.
So they're actually like trying to get rid of the undead as well.
Seems like it.
Well, Vala, any other questions you have for our friend Grimmy?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. So, Grimmy, you are a gnome, right?
Yes.
Do you meet other gnomes like you?
What do you mean?
Well, I've been looking for this guy. He's a gnome too. His first name's Eric, last name is Gloom. I don't know if he has a nickname. He didn't tell me about any nicknames, but have you met someone like him? Probably really old. Probably looks somewhat like you. You guys are both pretty old gnomes.
I'm not that old. I'm middle-aged. I'm only 234 years old.
Well, you don't look a day over 200.
Well, thanks. what did you say his name was again?
A Mr. Eric Gloom.
Make an insight.
Insight?
Mm-hmm.
Insight is +2. 21.
21?
19 + 2.
When was the last time 5K exceeded Eric Gloom, by the way?
That was back in the Chaldernach Kingdom.
Is that like years ago, 2 years ago?
Well, how long has this experiment been going on? It's that plus 3 months.
You've been in this area for like almost a month.
Okay, so 4 months.
4 months? Which since last saw him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, fits in with my story. He says,
Continuity.
I was gonna say 2 months. He says, I remember. He looks like there's like an immediate recognition on his face, but he seems like to kind of like downplay it a little bit, and he says, "Oh, I may have heard of Mr. Gloom. Last time I saw him, he was passing here 2 months ago."
And did you meet up with him? Are you acquaintances, enemies, frenemies?
I mean, I'm kind of busy. Mr. Gloom. No. I wouldn't say we're friends, but he was an acquaintance.
Well, do you know where he went?
Last I heard, he was on the road to Crowsbend.
To Crow's Bend. That gives me a direction. Well, thank you very much, Grimmy. Hopefully we can visit the shop when you're open. I hand him I have 2/3 of my gourmet basket left. I'll give him a third.
Kind of like takes it and tries to like hides it like in his own basket that he has under some cloth, and he says, "Thank you. I'm gonna feed my kids."
How old are your kids?
Oh, you know, one's real young, about 112. One's 54.
Okay, well, hope they enjoy the food. Vala, anything else?
No, I think I've covered everything.
Alright. Well, we'll stop by sometime, Grimmy. Pleasure talking to you.
Thanks. Please leave.
Okay.
As we go out the door, I'm going to be like, sorry about the misunderstanding. We'll stop back when you're open. In case there is anybody listening as we're exiting the shop.
Make a deception check. You do see Rackler putting like some things in his.
If Grimmy calls it on, that's his problem.
Can I see what he's hiding?
16.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
That's-
Yes.
There's some guards like passing by. Doesn't seem like they're looking at you, but they're just kind of
Yeah.
walking past. You got a 16?
I rolled an 8.
8? Oh. That really show what you took.
That's fine. Okay. As we're walking, I also was talking to Vala. His kids are 154. They can't get their own food. Maybe they're handicapped or something. Like they can't. They have malformed legs or something.
You do also notice that there's a lot of impoverished people in this area of town.
Well, and gnomes have a really long life, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they're 100. Okay.
Gnomes usually up to about like maybe 500. Same as dwarves, like 500, 600.
Yeah, given the length of a normal gnome's lifespan, that's actually fairly young.
Interesting. Hey, Racco, what do you know about Crow's Bend?
Crowsbend? Oh, they got lots of good food there. Lots of attractions to see.
Food?
Yeah.
Attractions?
Yeah.
Attractions like what? They got a water park?
I hear they have something called
I want an icy.
Ferris wheel.
hamburgers,
Ambergris.
hamburgers, something like that.
Hamburgers.
Yeah, they put some meat between some bread, and it's really good. It's
While we're talking, I'm gonna like guide them back to
Hamburgers.
the.
hamburgers. Yeah,
Is that like a combination of ambergris, like written
Right?
off of a whale?
That's why I was giggling.
Special whale sauce on the burger.
Hey now.
So, I asked Vala,
I'm
where are
calling
we
it Krabby
meeting
Patty.
the rest of our group?
Over at the Whispering Elkin.
Oh, and how's Durian doing?
It's Durian.
Oh. And Quin? I hadn't seen him in a while.
He's good. He's having a little trouble remembering some of the stuff that happened at the temple, but I think that's, or the monastery rather. I think that's just, maybe it's trauma.
I hear you. So Vala, what are you more interested in going after the knife tooth, or do you want to try to go to Crow's Nest?
Well, it sounds like Corvus is wanting us to go after the knife tooth if they can maybe get us some more information about this beginning of the zombie infection.
Yeah, but it's like a whole group. Like, there's 3 groups of them, I hear, or like there's one group bigger than the other. They killed all the monks. They seem pretty tough.
Well, he was telling me that.
Yeah, you went
I think we were told at the very least there were 3 tribes. I don't know the tribe names, but
Yeah,
I think they were told.
Well, let's go meet up with Quin and Durian and we can discuss it together as a group, figure out what we want to do. But I think we need to listen to what Corvus is telling us to do unless we really want him to come find us.
So he wants to go to Crow's Nest, right? Or-
Corvus
or-
is asking to
or-
find information. The Rose have kind of contracted you to retrieve the cargo. That's the most like immediate thing.
But they're not working with each other.
No, not necessarily.
Well,
if we
we don't know if
happen-
they're they're separate groups that we know of as
Yeah.
at this time.
That's
Yeah,
right.
if we happen to find the cargo while we're
Okay.
doing stuff for Corvus, then cool.
So what you're saying is that if we go after the knife tooth, it's a 2 for 1.
Yep. Possibly.
All right. Well, that's a direction. All right.
All right. Quinn,
Oi.
on the way, like outside, you see a job board.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll walk up to the job board.
You walk up to the job board. The most leading job posting is. There is a wanted poster that has the rendering of the savage knife tooth leader. It says, "Wanted, dead or alive, for murder of civilians and soldiers of the Soma, and that this is the scourge of the Estonian Empire, a scourge of the Estonian Empire. Very dangerous. This person is very dangerous. Return to the Fallowheart Guard for the reward of 200 liras.
How much is that?
200,
Liras, so gold, 200.
200 luras.
Does that seem like? All right, move there.
It seems like a pretty hefty bounty.
Well, I'm just gonna snatch that right off of the board.
There is another one. There's a few. Not to give you too much at once, but this is your call.
Is there a picture of the bad guy that we have to get with the bounty?
Yeah, there is a picture. Hold on, let me. Damn it, this is in a different document. I have a description. I should have put it here, but I didn't.
I'm only taking the one that's on top.
You don't think of the one that's on top?
Yes.
All right, good.
For now, I don't wanna have.
Job that you forget about.
Too many side quests.
Yeah, look, I've made the mistake of taking too many hunt jobs on in the log before on a video game.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm obsessed.
He wears the headdress of a stag. It's there's like a human, just like a human man with the headdress of a stag.
Stag headdress. Does he have any like markings on his face?
Yeah, there's like some sort of tattoo markings on his face. It's like an artist rendering of him. It just looks like a savage man, like scowling with sharp teeth, with like a deer head. And I'm gonna be rushing real quick. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Colby.
So when I had to run off to the restroom, what were you asking Grimmy about?
Where did you go to the... Oh, I was asking about a friend of mine called Eric Bloom.
So you'll want to find him?
Yeah, I want to know where he is.
Okay.
He's a friend of mine. Well, yeah, he's a friend of mine.
He's a person you know.
Yeah, we were good friends, and then he sort of vanished.
Mm.
Hey, Dan. There seems to be lag.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Colby.
Because he's listening to the Twitch stream.
And how much delay is that?
At least 5 to 10 seconds from what I can tell.
Hey, Colby.
Is that intentional?
Colby.
No, it's just the
Oh,
upload and then for
Give
him
me
to...
hugs. Good boy.
Why is he listening to the Twitch stream?
Other suggestions?
If he did it through... The other way didn't work before, like on Discord?
What's that?
The echo of the opening up.
But it sounded so, like, epic with the echo.
Yeah. Okay. You guys know, Quinn, you would know that there is an inn nearby. There's a few parts of town in Fallowheart, like you have like the shady part where you're at with the Whispering Elk Inn. You could stay there. It's pretty run down and again shady. There is also the... Well, you wouldn't be going to like you wouldn't really necessarily be going to like the military and like the Duke's Palace area.
I don't think.
Unless you're a noble or like unless you want to try.
We can blow all of our money on that.
There is there's a market, but you have the Fallowheart Tavern. The Fallowheart Tavern and Inn.
Fallowheart?
Fallowheart, not Fallowheart.
Oh, because Hearth is the center of the house, before the market is like the center of the city.
It was just yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got it. That's exactly right. You caught me.
I like words.
I'm following Vala.
I'll kind of head. We didn't really discuss previous.
We got lost.
You lost. Roll a d8.
Because we didn't really discuss
6.
where we're going to meet up. 3.
Should I roll one? One.
Okay. Vala and 5K, you run into Raffaele.
Hey.
He is like exiting the not so.
Oh, the brothel.
Yeah.
Right, there's a brothel here.
He's exiting
Wonderful.
the house.
Wonderful.
And he's like, he seems pretty happy.
So glad he feels better.
What's the name of it?
The brothel?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Oh my god. I want to write that down. Fallow your heart?
Yep.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Yeah.
5K, there's some women out there that kind of like try to lure you in.
Yeah. I say, Raffaele!
He's covered in lipstick. And he says, oh yes, my friend.
Were you attacked?
Yes, I was savagely attacked, but I managed to hold my own. And we seem to have lost some copper and silver gold pieces along the way, but I managed to get out and find the information I needed, of course.
Well, job well done then. You know, just a couple of coppers. You don't seem to have scratches on you, and you got information. They call that a win.
Yes. Did you find out? Yes, the information. Yes, of course. Yes, definitely. We should go to the Fallowheart Tavern. Meet up with our friends. I think I told you that.
All right. Well, let's go.
All right. Durian and Quin, you get lost for a few hours. Some guards kind of heckle you a little bit and give you a hard time, but you manage to find your way to the inn about 3 hours later. As they take a while to get there. Kind of like, I'm assuming you'll like have like your lunch or dinner ready. Got some rooms.
I'm going to be talking to. How lively is this Fallowheart Tavern?
In contrast to like the kind of like somber attitude of the town, like you do hear like as you're walking through town, there was kind of like explosions going off, like echoing in the distance, like kind of yells and explosions of the battlefield, like a little bit of ways from Fallowheart. But it seems pretty lively in here, as you probably assume people are not sure when they might meet their end of this garrison town, this fortified town.
Oh, so this is it's very military.
Yeah, there's a lot of military in here as well.
Okay.
There are military soldiers on the break, guard members in here as well, commoners, some children.
Okay, well, I'm going to be telling a story to anyone who's listening about an epic battle against paupers.
Paupers? Sure. Roll a performance check.
Okay, and the goal is try to get discounted prices on rooms. It's a 9.
9.
Plus 6. So 15. Yay, charisma.
Well, I rolled a 1. So the owner of the tavern is Milka Novikov. Like I guess a kind of like middle-aged, blonde woman, blonde hair, wearing. Looks like she's very busy. She's got an apron, a dirty apron on, kind of like a tattered, pinkish, darkish, pinkish reddish robe. She's enthralled. She's like all about your story. She's like, wow. There's some actually like guard members or members of the guard and militia there, all listening to the story as well. They're like nodding to each other. And there's people like, I thought a copper before. Like, I tried touching one of those. I didn't do it again. My brother died from a copper. It's like, your brother's an idiot. No, Jensen, you're an idiot. There's like a few dwarves hanging around as well. A couple of half-orcs, mostly human here. Children come up to you, Vala, and try to hand you a newspaper and say, try to hand you like a pamphlet, and it says, 1 copper, please.
No, thank you.
What does it say?
Wow, these
What's
people
it
are.
say against their cuteness, Vala?
They're casting suggestion.
Wow. Oh, this is lovely.
Cool.
21.
21, you resist their childlike charm.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of look at you and go, oh.
I'm used to Durian's childlike charm.
Yeah.
Durian's the best.
You get discounted prices.
Solid.
How many rooms are you looking for? She asked you.
1, 2, 3.
I know previously you 3 guys kind of shared.
Yeah, but we don't know what Raphael's. I mean, he might get attacked again at night. Who knows?
I feel like Raphael used to pay for his own room.
Oh, okay. 2 rooms then.
Raphael says, "Oh, I already have my own room here."
You have so much attention.
See, he's prepared.
Yep.
You know, probably has barricades and stuff too.
He has his own room, and he says, "Oh, I am sharing a room actually." There's a red-headed woman, human woman this time.
We don't discriminate.
Hanging around with.
Yeah, if it was orcish, we would do.
What do you say?
Shouldn't Dan just listen to us through Discord? Would that not work?
We could try it.
Because that's what we did last time, right, with Matt?
I don't know what happens.
Okay, well, it's okay.
Should I unmute? Is it echoey? More echoey?
Doesn't seem to be.
Rakor says, "Oh, it seems you've reached your max party size. I'm gonna wait over here." I'm trying to enter, but there seems to be some invisible barrier.
Oh, Racker, what are your goals here? Mercenary work?
And he's like, "Yes, that's what I thought you were paying me for, but I can't seem to join your party anymore."
Well, no worries. I'll give him. What's his fee?
He seems to be quite full. He says,
It's a gold a day.
"The party seems to be
A
full."
gold a day?
It's 1 silver a day.
1 silver. Okay, I give him a gold
Uh-huh.
and be like, use this for whatever you need done, and get some information from any job you do, and stay alive.
Make a persuasion check.
I gave him a gold.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
So that's a 13 and a 14 plus persuasion. 8, so 22.
And he says, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get some information, all right." And he talks to Raphael and he says, "What was the place you went to?" And he's like, "Oh, God, I'm gonna go there first. I'm gonna find some information."
I look at Vala. I have faith in him.
I feel like it might be misplaced.
So you managed to get the rooms for 2 silver each instead of 4 silver.
I'm going to be diligently tracking my gold up.
Yes, please do, as I won't be able to do that.
2 silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
tracking it on D&D Beyond.
What is Durian doing here?
Are you guys are they in the tavern now?
Yeah, okay, sorry, yeah, that's right. You do see them about a few hours later. They walk up,
Yes.
finally. When you walk into the kind of like a lively tavern where Five Cake is kind of like, well, I wouldn't say sitting on a table, but like standing nearby a table with a crowd around him, talking about poppers. Vala is, what are you doing actually?
I'm listening. This is interesting.
Vala's nearby. There are guardsmen, soldiers, the working folk nearby, children trying to pedal, so like to make some money on the side.
There I was.
Mosey on up to the event going on.
Yeah. There I was on the ground, unable to move. These poppers, they're just stomping on me. And then, that ranger, Rancor, he was just shooting them down like they were nothing. Yeah, and T-posing. It was amazing.
He's on the sidelines. He's just doing he's just repeating the same movement over and over again.
He's clipping through that wall.
He's like this, counting his potions, and he's like cleaning his sword. He's like, he's like counting his potions, just cleaning his sword.
Yeah. All right, and I finished the tale, and I see Durian, and I wave.
They enter. Oh, so cute, Goldie. Alright, so, Durian, did you want to do anything specific in the tavern?
Durian's still kind of, his mind's still kind of all over the place, finding out he might have a goal. I think Durian's going to want to have a little heart-to-heart later with 5K, but we could probably do that next session.
I mean, you can do it now. It's fine, if you want.
Well, I was going to do it when 5K goes up to the room when we have some friends.
Yeah, sure.
You want to do that now?
No.
No.
This needs to be done in privacy.
Yeah, we can do it now if you want.
All right, so we'll fast forward to going upstairs. Hey, I got you guys some discounted rooms. Let's go.
Sweet.
They're kind of like your standard tavern rooms. There's a bed, like a dresser, a candle there, not a lamp, there's a candle. Quin, you have a window side room with a view of the walls.
All 3 of us are in that room.
All 3 of you in the room?
Yeah, and then Vala's.
The girls
I
off
thought you got
by
3
yourself.
rooms. Did you get 3 rooms or 2?
I got 2. I was gonna get 3 for 1 for Raffaele, but I guess not.
Oh, okay, so they gave you the bigger room then. They gave you one of the larger rooms. And they say, well, that's, no, sorry, country accent.
I mean,
She
5
said
decks
she's
should
gonna-
always have a larger
yeah.
room anyways.
She says she can move 2 beds together, but and she says, Well, I suppose I can move two beds together, but is it going to be okay for you two? Is it going to be okay for you two? There you go.
There we go.
Sure.
Jesus Russian.
Are you two...
Jesus Russian, she read the Harry Potter.
Are you two, how you say... What? I know Brad.
I'm just gonna sleep on the ground.
And the little one there, yes?
I mean, Durian doesn't sleep.
He doesn't like to
He
sleep.
doesn't sleep? Oh, that's a shame. I have a nice remedy that might help him fall asleep.
Oh,
Nice remedy. Sorry. Whatever.
Hey, he's fine.
You get Reginald.
I am going to ask for the bathtub of water.
That's extra.
Just remember.
Okay, how much extra?
Also,
Okay.
Just
I'll pay.
remember, in Soviet Russia, you not find party find you, my friend.
I like the way you talk. I give you a hug now. She kind of gives you like a big, strong hug. And kind of like you feel like she picks it up super easily. And says, "Oh, you need some
Say it in my
food."
real accent.
And she kind of like cracks your spine, like cracks your bones a little bit.
She's a human, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what?
45 pounds. Colby, you can't have that. Colby.
Okay, it is evening time. Closing time. Was it a phone call?
Yes, closing time.
Yeah, there you go.
One last call for alcohol.
Yeah, one last call for alcohol. Shot.
You got to go home, but you can't stay here.
You hear rapidly walk into a room.
Colby, you can't have that.
I don't want to hear the sounds. I'm going to go have my bath.
You have your bath. Oh, they actually give you kind of like a smallish tub, but you kind of like to
I'm small.
puddle. Yeah. Is that what? So that Vala is spending the night like just enjoying the bath.
Yep.
Quin is what is Quin doing?
I am going to rest. I don't really have a lot. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
All right. As you go to sleep, I say, have a great rest, Chainbreaker.
I just give him a knowing nod and slip on him.
All right. I look at Durian. Durian, something on your mind?
Hey, 5K, can I get your thoughts on something? You know a lot, and you've seen a lot, and it really is your opinion. And then Durian kind of sits down and acts kind of small and, kind of hugs his own legs.
Well, this is different.
He looks at 5K. 5K, you've been a good friend, and I don't know if you noticed, but I haven't been as positive and cheerful as I normally am.
Well, I do see. Yeah, I do see that you're being a little bit more assertive. Voicing your own opinions. Those are good things.
I'm thinking back to the monastery, to what that doctor said. The doctor heard me, but it was good. I'm glad he looked at me because he said I might have a soul, and I don't know what that means. I just want to be a good person, and I don't know how. And before, I was just a thing, and then it made sense because things like me, we don't deserve love. We are just meant to be killed. But if I have a soul, then maybe there's hope. But what if I can't live up to that hope? If I can, I know that you really want to be strong, but you're trying to be a strong warrior, but you're not. Maybe there's a chance I might be able to be good and be worthy of the soul. I don't know. I'm so scared and I'm so stressful.
I sit down gingerly. I look at Durian. I say, well, while I was busy betraying you guys, I did happen to be able to go down to the dungeon and take a look at you while you were dissected. And I did see, a green thing in the center of your chest, where most people would have a heart. And some people say the heart's the same thing as a soul, or I think. So, I'm not a magician. I don't really know magic that well. But if I had to guess, that sounds like a soul to me.
So do you think I can? Because right now I think I agree that I'm not worthy of life. I'm just awful and I make things worse. But do you think I can be better? Do you think there's hope for me?
Well, those are your thoughts. Whether or not you, well, Durian, whether or not you're worthy of it, you clearly have a life. You know, that thing in the middle was beating, so I guess it's up to you. You know, my dreams of trying to get rid of the world of evil, but it's not always. It seems like an impossible task, even Herculean, whoever that guy is. But you know, you gotta start somewhere, and if we both had the same goals, making the world a better place, I don't see a better group to do it with.
Thank you, Podcast. I appreciate that. You know, I believe in you. I think one day you can be a real life. You just fake it till you make it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I told you this, but I did desert the Chaldernauts apparently, so don't tell anyone.
Sorry, say it one more time. I can understand.
Yeah, I sort of became a deserter since I didn't go back to Chaldernauts, so I guess you might be right in that sense. I have to either buy my way in or talk my way back in, but we'll see.
Don't worry, I'll defend you if anything goes wrong.
Sounds like a plan. Can I roll insight to figure out why he's acting so differently compared to the last time I saw him? Like when he was being super aggressive?
Yeah, sure. Durian, is it okay if he rolls an insight against you? Or against someone? Okay. Actually, go ahead.
Oh boy. It's a 15. 13 plus 2.
Alright then. He got a 15, and you tell me what a 15 gets him. What can he gain? What motive can he gain from you, or what insight can he gain?
Well, how about you just ask? And Durian trusts his friend, and he says, "Well, you know when things get really bad, I turn into that other guy.
Yeah, he's really useful.
He's still, yeah, but he's still there. Even when you don't see him, he's still in my head, talking and giving me advice. That's why sometimes he just takes over, and sometimes the personality is a little bit of him and me together. It's not always just me.
Well, do you like that person?
I think that is the person I should become.
I don't think that guy likes me very much.
He doesn't hate you. He doesn't like you. He's independent. He's a lone wolf.
Sounds like you have issues.
But one thing I've started to see is he doesn't like seeing other people fail. He wants to push everyone to be their best, including me. And when things get tough, that's when he comes out and pushes me to be my best, even if he has to take over.
Well, sounds like a difficult way to get power. Maybe you should try some magic like Vala. Or, you know, being able to disappear like Quin. That seems pretty powerful too.
Yeah, I'll try to stay more out of sight. You're right.
Well, hey, you can always learn something from someone. I sure as hell can't disappear. Look at me.
No, but people like you. You make things better, not like me.
Well, it's always subjective. Let's get some rest, Durian.
Yeah, you do that. I'll keep guard. If you don't mind, I'm gonna boil some water tonight.
You boil water?
Yeah, I'll type in the chat. Too much work to explain, but Durian's just gonna spend all night boiling water.
Are you going to the kitchen?
Yeah. Do they like it?
Do you still look like a child, or do you look like a Mexican?
I'm gonna be a child all night.
Okay, yeah, Milika Novikov, she says, "What's the matter, child?"
I hope you don't mind. I'm just gonna boil some water.
Boil water? Let me do it for you. Come here. And she kind of like picks you up, or she kind of like scoots you, takes you to the kitchen. She says, "I let you use stove. Come on." And
Right,
you boil
awesome
water.
person. Okay.
Vala, do you go to bed?
I'm sleeping in the tub.
Okay. Quinn, you're resting?
Yeah, knock the
Oh,
fuck out.
sorry. Before everyone goes to bed, I'm gonna give the kids that were selling goodies a few, like let's say like a gold or two, and I'm gonna give them instructions for things I want them to buy me, and then I'll tell them I'll give them, 2 or 3 when they return the goods.
The kids look a little bit older than what Durian would look like, and they're kind of confused as to why you have gold. And they say, "Wow, are you like the child of a noble or something?"
Well, let's say I don't know if it's gold, Freddy. I was gonna ask you how much you think it costs. I'll chat them to you, and I'll just give them half. I'll give them the full price now, and then I'll give them like let's say whatever would be normal to pay them for that when they bring it back. And if they ask questions, I'm gonna just say it's for. I'm gonna doing a favor for 5.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell them I'm 5'6" child soldier. Yeah.
Child soldier?
A child soldier? Wow, that sounds dangerous. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, if he doesn't want to get hurt, 5'6" pushes me at the end and I keep him safe.
They seem kind of shocked.
When I'm sad and cold, he keeps you warm at night too.
They look very concerned, and they say,
CPS, hello.
what do you want from us?
Like, I'm concerned.
We have a problem.
I'll put it in the chat for you, Freddy.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Okay, 5K, you taking the rest?
Yeah.
Quinn.
What am I dreaming about?
Stabbing
See?
5K. I wake up
Oh,
bloody.
roll a d20. No, just kidding.
14.
20.
20?
Fucking that 20.
20 teeth.
No bullshit.
20 teeth.
20 teeth exactly.
20 teeth,
That's
yeah.
not even a whole mouth. It's supposed to be 32.
Exactly.
It's not a human mouth. Who knows?
The doctor agrees.
There's 20 teeth. I
I'm
don't
a
know
vet.
why there's only 20 teeth.
He's missing some fucking teeth. I know that fucking much.
And then you look back, and there's 20 more teeth. And you look even further, there's 20 more teeth.
Oh, so they're just grouped in.
So it's an
It's a
infinity
shark.
layer of teeth.
Yeah. It's circling around you.
Or it's an old dentist's place, because they used to just keep the teeth.
Quinn, you have a dream that you fall.
Into the teeth.
Yeah, sure. You have a
Do they
dream that you
have
fall.
cavities?
Like it's like in this like chasm of teeth.
Do they have cavities? Is that why I'm falling into them?
I was going by too fast. Too fast to see.
Okay.
So he's not
okay.
falling into individual teeth, he's just falling into groups of teeth.
I'm
Yeah, it's
falling
like a circle of teeth and a circle of teeth and then like it's like a spiral staircase
made of teeth.
made of teeth.
It should totally give you, like, a speed boost.
I'm in a lamprey.
Yeah.
You actually do fall very fast. Faster and faster.
Okay.
And then you fall through your bed.
Through my bed.
You fall you slip through your bed. And
Do
you,
I hit the floor?
You hit the floor of
Does that make a noise?
you hit the floor of the kitchen downstairs.
Oh.
You fall through the floor.
Is Durian still cooking? Is Durian still boiling water?
Durian is still boiling water, and Milka Novikov is there with him. And Quinn falls through the floor onto like the kettles, like the cooking equipment, pots and pans flying everywhere. It's very startling, and you wake up to this sensation, and you take. No, that was 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Knock the fuck out.
Really?
Yeah.
I roll over and lay out hands.
I'm now in the kitchen. I'm now in the kitchen though.
Quinn, you wake up, you fall into the kitchen, like it's sudden for you, and then you take 6 points of damage and kind of just fall into the kitchen.
And I'm just like,
The pan, the boiling water flips over, lands on him. That's a death save.
Oh my god.
just fall, like, just
It was a melee
pan
attack.
falling on my head has knocked me unconscious.
Yeah, that's what happens. There's a pan falls on your head. And Milka says, "Bye, serious. What happened?" And during you do see Quin just like suddenly fall through the ceiling and into like all this pots and pans. Suddenly, like as if he just fell through the floor.
I just say, oh, Quin. And I look around. I see that somebody noticed it. Oh, Quin, looks like you've been wandering out. Looks like you're probably drunk. Here, let me help you back to your room.
Non-responsive.
He's knocked out.
I go up, grab a blanket. Actually, I go wake 5 cakes to help me. Oh, no, what am I saying? I can pick up Quin with one hand.
He tosses me.
I'm supposed to act like a child, so I drop it and then go get 5 cakes to go carry Quin back upstairs.
Yeah, Milka starts noticing you try to pick him up, and she's like, you start to, as you said, it looks very suspicious, a child picking up a grown man. So you 5K wakes up. You're dreaming about poppers.
I wake up.
Yeah. Yeah, you wake up. Yeah, he tells you.
I go help
Alright.
Quin.
Quin's knocked out.
Nah.
He actually looks like he's just like sleeping like and like it looks like he just jumped into a pile of like pots and pans. Food.
Like I moshed him.
Yeah, it looks exactly like
Like
that.
I threw
Okay.
my
He does not. Yeah, I rolled twice, so I don't think he looks okay. I'll give him a point of healing.
Okay.
I slap him. Hey.
I push the pans off of my head and stuff, and I'm like,
You're a rough sleeper, aren't you?
how am I? Why am I in the kitchen?
Let's go. I pick him up. I basically just sling him over my shoulder and I walk around. I walk back upstairs. Is Durian following me?
Yeah, why are you boiling water?
No, I'm boiling my water.
Alright.
Why are you boiling water,
I asked him to the side. Did he sleepwalk down here?
Yeah, right.
Did he sleepwalk over here? Durian, did Quin sleepwalk here?
He totally
No,
ignored you.
he did that weird thing where he fades in and out. I don't know what to do with it. I stuck my hand in there and pull it out, and it's like there's nothing there.
He does this in his sleep?
It's happened a couple of times.
Curiouser and curiouser. Well, maybe you should stay on the first floor. What if it happens again?
What if it happens again?
Are there any rooms on the first floor?
Well, there's bar stools and...
No first floor, no first floor.
Okay.
Walking in the woods, he started going into the ground. What if he goes into the ground here? We'll never get him back.
Thank you. Couldn't say shit.
So the roof? So the roof.
Oh my god.
Alright, we'll play the middle ground. I'll bring him back up to the room.
Alright.
Alright. Are there blankets?
Yeah.
I'll put him on the bed.
Okay, you put him on the bed?
Yeah. At least there's some leeway.
Yeah. When you found you're a little hesitant and reluctant to go back to bed, but you kind of like touch the pillow and like try to like grab onto it. You probably feel like you probably won't slide into the floor again.
I'm gonna try and sleep.
You try to sleep. Okay, you go to sleep. Durian, I got your message, and the kids sometimes they don't sleep so much, so they run around and scamper through the night, kind of like try to get whatever you asked them for with the money you gave them. All right. So you guys can take like an actual long rest here, like spend like a day, this part of the day, and then a full day. Do you want to do any more scroll scribing? Get equipment, armor. Your armor is pretty dinged up. New clothes, anything like that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
So
do
any-
scrolls, but I'll text it to you.
Okay.
So any spells you use at this time don't count for any? Are refreshed?
During the long rest.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't know. I haven't looked into that, but yeah, whatever.
Okay. I have Intaglio if you need help with anything.
Me too.
So we have 2 Intaglios in case anything needs to be done.
Yeah.
We have a habit of splitting the party, so you know.
How does that? Oh yeah, true. So if you need any help with that. Also, during this rest, are we ending the session here, or?
Oh, just what do you want to do first?
I just wanted to figure out where the next step is. Are we going to Knife Tooth, or are we going to Crow's Bend?
I think it needs to be Knife Tooth because Corvus is going to kind of be insistent. Plus, it's a 2-for-1. We can look for the cargo, and we can find out this information, possibly leading to the beginnings of this zombie infection.
Okay.
And I'm sure we can find a reason to pass through Crow's Bend at some point. Fairly soon.
It sounds like a place of interest.
Yeah.
Food, amusement, hamburgues. Quin, thoughts? I think we both decided Knife Tooth is an option. Are you worried at all?
About the Knife Tooth?
Yeah, it's like 3 tribes. We're 4 people. Plus, either Rakor, if he's using that gold wisely, or, Raphaelian.
I have a few ideas of how we could deal with them.
Okay. Durian?
Yeah, okay. I'm fine with anything. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, do you want to go...
Family.
Do you have a preference? Crow's Bend or Knife Tooth?
Everything I do is wrong. I'll follow you guys.
Oh, Durian's back.
Well, that's... Hey, if you have an opinion, we can just pick the other one if you're always wrong.
Okay, my opinion is that I want to stay with you guys if you'll have me. But that's probably wrong too, and then I'll get you in trouble. I'm just going to stay quiet.
Just stick with us. Alright, so Knife Tooth it is. We're gonna go fight 3 tribes.
If you want to.
I mean, we could also try and pit them against each other.
No, that sounds like a plan. Okay.
Sounds like a plan indeed.
Ooh.
Oh. We'll see how that goes on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Is that what we're playing, Sultan?
Such a good show! Dragon Ball Z Abridged is better.
Alright, let me know. There's like there are shops here, there's a blacksmith, there is, I don't know much of spells like in this town, but you are able to find on paper at least.
Yeah, paper's the
There are other shops.
part that matters.
Let me know what you guys want to do over between the next session. You guys may have time to do that. If you want to fix your weapons, fix your armor, fix your attitudes. Just kidding.
Damn.
But yeah, that's where we're gonna end for tonight. Thank you all for watching. Whoever's watching out there.
Thanks for
See you
joining
next time.
us!
Bye.